You can't obviously, as a sane Nigeria, be supporting what the EFCC have just done against VDM. You can't do that. No, you can't do that. See, let's look at it. Not at this critical stage, at this critical times of Nigeria, should all this be happening. There are a whole lot of people, including myself, who believe that these are all distractions from the main issue. Whether you agree with me or not, or you agree with those that have that mindset, that is up to you. This is an obvious distraction, chasing shadow, looking for problem where there is none. It's that simple. VDM has always had an attack on EFCC, accusing them of being corrupt. Most of the officials, he said, which even the EFCCs will admit. But the issue is this. Now that we have the issue of 2027 INEC reform, this is currently the most critical issue that should be on the mouth, on the head, on the mind of every Nigerian today. Because we all must agree, including the EFCC, including the DSS, including the federal government of Nigeria, that Nigeria is currently not working. Only an enemy to the country would not agree to that. Nigeria isn't working. So which obviously means that we don't have leaders in place that have the capability of fixing the country. And how are we going to get leaders? It's through election. Election where vote count, which we've not had in over the years. So fixing INEC is the only way we can have that. When Nigeria seems to be pushing for it, then EFCC is coming with. They know that any attack on VDN will take the attention of nearly all the youths in Nigeria. They know that. They do this for distraction. That is very important to note. And as for those of you, of course, I've seen some debates among some people on the social media and even outside the social media. Say VDM is not above the law. He can be arrested and interrogated. Who said anyone is above the law? But the question, and another question is everyone truly under the law in Nigeria? There are people that are above the law. If somebody like Yahaya Bello, somebody like Okowa, can go with trillions and billions of naira in their possession, they are obviously above the law. It is in this same country we saw people manhandling naira. I think they call them Okoya's children. They were not arrested. They were not interrogated. They were not invited by the EFCC. What has VDM done? Nothing. EFCC is known for financial crimes, and there is none of such against VDM. I stand to be challenged. Even the EFCC should show proof. See, they don't have proof. If they have proof, they won't be alleged. They will post it. You said you send him series of invites, special invite. Show the word. Show the word and evidence. Or you also will not show that the way you will not show the petitions against him. See, politicians can do better than this. We know all this. But this particular message is to those that keep thinking that VDM have done anything wrong and that he deserves what he's getting. See, you may not like his approach. I've always said this. But if you condemn VDM's approach and you are supporting EFCC's approach to the way they arrested VDM, whereas they've not ever applied that approach on anybody, then you are just being biased. If you hate anything good, then make it known. We've seen the enemies of Nigeria. We're already identifying them. Nigeria should get better, and VDM is at the forefront of this fight. He's just one of those pioneers. He has his own way, he has his own style. So for you to think he's really not above the law. But why is this same law not powerful against the elite? That is something we all should be asking. This same law should be active against the so-called elite. There is no politician today, be you a former governor or a sitting governor, former senator or a sitting senator, past president or a current president, that is not stealing. Yes, that has not stolen or currently stealing public fund. The FCC know this, but they are weak against those giants, those big politicians. Only against Yahoo boys, some people that stole tubers of yam, and we think we have justice. You cannot tell me justice should be one-sided against the less privileged. No, now. So in a nutshell, this is a distraction from the main issue. Remember, before this issue of VDM came on board, there was already one trending against the son of the president, Seyi Tinubu. An allegation from the NAS president. I believe nobody is talking about that anymore. VDM is always... See, whatever has to do with VDM, we steal the headline. We know that. and they brought it again at this time. We have the issue of the NAS president. We have the issue of INEC reform prior to 2027. And they just bring in this wahala to stop us. See, no matter what the EFCC will do, Nigerians have it in mind. There are pressing issues. And VDM, there are so many things I'm not saying, and I wouldn't say until you return and we hear from you. Because I know they did not send you a letter. I just want to believe they didn't. While waiting for VDM to come and finally, officially talk on that, we want the EFCC to show the letter to the world. See, because I can see some haters of VDM already building on that. Who is he? Who is he? How can he flaunt an invitation? Let them show us the letter before you start exhibiting your hate. Show us the letter you sent to him and by what means. We just want to know, because I hate lies from the authority. You cannot be using injustice to fight injustice. Injustice anywhere is injustice everywhere. So all this distraction, please. Nigeria is in a mess. And you cannot keep silencing anybody who wants to talk about it or who is talking about it. You can't do that. In either way, Nigeria must get better, and we must cross our heart to fight for a better Nigeria. If you do not want to see a better Nigeria, please unalive yourself before them, because in either way, it is going to happen. In as much as I see the possibilities as very slim, yes, the possibility is very slim. How many people truly want a better Nigeria? We should look into that, and perhaps we talked about that in subsequent time. See you in my next video.